Here's another concept which I call newsjacking, subject of a book I put out a couple of months ago. The idea of how can you, in real time, inject your content into the market at the precise moment that members of the media are looking for what you have to offer.
Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwandt and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of meeting with David Merman-Scott, a famous author, marketing speaker, and guru. Welcome, David.
Thanks very much, Gerhard. It's awesome to be here with you today.
Tell me about your book, Real-Time Marketing and PR.
So my first job was on a bond trading desk. And on a bond trading desk, it was all about real time. It was all about instant. I worked at Dean Witter in New York City. I actually worked in the World Trade Center. And it was all about understanding what was happening in the markets at that precise instant. It was about what was happening in our markets, the municipal bond markets, what was going on in other markets, what was happening outside the United States, in Japan and in Germany and in Australia and in the UK. And that was critically important information. Instant information, real-time information was the only way you could possibly trade the bond markets. There was no other way to do it. Even a second was too late. In the bond trading world, if you have a piece of information like this guy does, then you have an opportunity to take advantage of it like he is now. It was all about right now, this instant. And I think that's exactly what's happening today in our world. What's happening today for every one of us, not just, of course, financial, but any of us, it's all about real time. And so many organizations have been in a campaign mode. What they do for their marketing strategies, their sales strategies, their public relations strategies, is they think about what to do in the future, next week, next month, next quarter. And that's all they're planning for. And what's the problem with that is that you forget about what's happening right this instant. What's happening today? What's happening right now? What's happening at 10 to 3? And it's not about just the tools. It's not about that. It's about your mindset. How can you develop a real-time mindset so that you can communicate instantly at precisely the right time?
So tell me the analogy with the bond trading. What information did you have to have in order to transact in real time?
So what I needed on the bond desk and what we had access to in real time was real-time Reuters news, real-time Dow Jones news. We had real-time pricing data coming in from the various stock markets, New York Stock Exchange. We had information coming in on over-the-counter markets like the foreign exchange market and the U.S. government bond market and the municipal bond market. And you know what's so interesting to me about right now is that every single one of us today has the exact same information availability for free that we used to spend tens of thousands of dollars per month to have on the trading floor. And so it's remarkable now that we have access to this incredible information, but so few people are making use of it. We have access to what's going on in the news about your industry, about your company, about your products. What are your competitors doing right now? What about your customers? What are they saying about you in social networks, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on other networks? What about the news? What's happening in the news? All of these sorts of things we have access to. What about your site? Are people accessing your site right now? If so, what are they downloading? What did they download today? You can actually find out what a single person downloaded and get back to them instantly, within a moment after they've downloaded your white paper. But so few organizations are doing that. Most people are operating as if it's 1984. But guess what? We're into 2014 now. And 2014 is the year that I'm going to be speaking at the Sales 2.0 conference. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Gerhard. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm really looking forward to spending time in person at this Sales 2.0 conference in May. You know, so many companies have people in charge of the future. That's fantastic. But who's going to be in charge of today? Who's going to be that real-time communications officer?